Hello world, here's Johnny Applesauce from Clear. I had this really fun Borsig replay I thought I'd talk about. So we're going to watch it, and I'm going to give some thoughts on it. Now, we're here in the Borsig Port Bay, not my favorite map for a tank destroyer, although the Borsig is a fairly flexible tank destroyer, as tank destroyers go. So Port Bay, pretty much, even in Supremacy, you always want to take this kind of across the river area by base C. It's pretty much the best spot on the map, and from there you pretty much dominate the entire seaside section, that entire half of the map, and you have great crossfires into town and stuff. So that's pretty much the side of the map you always want to go to on Port Bay. If you're in something like a Type 59 or a lightweight, a low-profile medium tank, you want to cross this river and get out to the little island out there. So we're gonna see how this goes. The Borsig. Again, Port Bay doesn't really have great firing angles for TDs, but the Borsig is pretty good at setting up firing angles with its camo and the fact that it has a turret. So I'm in platoon with Zane in his 28 Defender, because he's a pay-to-win noob. And we're going to roll out here. I run Power Boost and Adrenaline on my Borsig because the way I figure is if I'm getting shot in a Borsig, I'm probably going to die anyway, so I might as well not even bother with a second repair kit. So we see our lightweight has stopped right there, and that's just not the right thing for him to be doing. Like, it's a terrible position. He's not getting shots. I don't know. Like, and look, he can play it wherever he wants, I guess, but that's really not ideal. The Type 59 has crossed the river, though. We see this T-2064 trying to cross, and I'm thinking, well, just put an armor-piercing shell. And Zane's in voice chat with me. He says, you can pen him with HE. So I'm like, alright, I'll try it. And we pen him with HE for 1082. Which is really nice, because theoretically that means that the Type 59 should have no issues winning the that section of the map, and it looks like the lightweight's going to help him now. So, a useful shot. I'm relocating already because I'm not going to get any more shots out of that position, and I know it. We can see our heavy tanks have not pushed up at all here. You really want to get to where Zane is in his 28, or push up even farther to the actual C cap, because otherwise you just get in this nasty crossfire, and typically not going to have a lot of fun. So I'm looking for the shot on the super pushing. I see this Chieftain coming up, and now I'm going to pause the video. What you might not know about the Chieftain, it's a pretty well-armored turret overall. It's a hull-down tank, that's what it's supposed to be. But it has this hatch that's pretty big, and not only that, it's pretty weak. So, well, how weak? Just keep watching. Yeah, we just penned him with HE for 1000, right through his turret. No issues at all. Which is pretty, I mean, that's kind of tough. So, see the Tiger. I've taken up this spot because I can't get shot from the right. However, these guys in the town are putting some pressure on us. Zane is turned around. He's going to help me. Deals with the Chieftain. Takes only one shot, and the Chieftain has no alpha, so that's a trade. Our Tiger 2 loses all his health trying to come help us, and at least he does put a shot into the Tiger. He gets tracked and penned. I think the Tiger's going to finish him off pretty quickly here. Now me and Zane are going into this Tiger, and now I make a bad play here. I should have either kept going or just gone into cover somewhere, but I kind of stop out in the open, and Zane misses his shot, so he's on a full clip. And now I'm going to drive into this again. Fortunately, the Tiger shoots Zane instead of me. But now we have not a lot of health left, and we've got a very healthy low pushing on us. He bounces Zane, fortunately. Zane pens him. I'm looking for the shot, get it, and I roll 3 damage high at least, and we manage to finish him off and preserve some hit points. So, Zane's still going. He's going to reload a clip, I believe. Yep, he's on a clip reload. And so it's a 3-on-3. We have a KV-3 over there who's pretty much isolated. There's not a lot we can do to help him. We're just too far away. So we're pushing up here. We see this guy, and we delete that guy. Zane wastes a shot on him. I didn't tell him not to fire in voice chat because I could have obviously just tracked him or something with HE. So, now they have an ISU and an FCM. Interesting, because our KV-3 is pretty much going to die to this FCM. I think he's stock and probably a pretty bad player. So there's the ISU. Zane gets killed by the ISU. So now, that happened at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. So I know I have approximately 12 seconds to get up there and kill this guy. Okay, he's now loaded. Just should have pushed him sooner. and not risk taking that shot, because that could have been the end of my game. Now this FCM's pushing on me. However, okay, I'm going to pause that there. Please. Okay. That FCM pushed me, got 2 shots into me. I backed up for some reason. The guy's a one-shot, and he has no chance of one-shotting me or killing me. Like, I was on like 600 health, right? He needed 3 shots to kill me, at least. Why would I back up? Like, eat his 2 shots, reload, and end the game. No problem. Instead, I decided to back up, and he only gets 1 into me, and he manages to miss the first one. But now, I have to chase him, and he has better mobility than me by a long shot. And, well, we'll see how this unfolds. I am a 2-shot for him. He's a 1-shot for me. Obviously, I've got the HE loaded. Been firing a lot of HE this game. So I'm thinking, well, we'll just push him, we'll take his shot, and we'll kill him. Except he tracks us. And that's a really nice shot by him. And you know, a lot of people would have been tempted to fire HE, but that would have got them killed because it probably wouldn't have tracked and penetrated. It would have either tracked or penetrated. And now I'm a 1-shot, and so is he, and he has gun depression and... oh, man. Didn't have my turret pointing at him. Make sure I have that pointed at him next time I try to move. And, so yeah, I could have died there a couple times. Backing up there was really a costly maneuver, and he really hit a nice tracking shot on me. So now it's a tough situation for both of us, except for one thing, that he has a supremacy cap, and my team does not. And all he has to do is not die. The nice thing is that I've kind of got him locked down here. However, if you kind of see, he could dip out to his left here, go down here, and drive around that way. And unless I get up to here and spot him, and I'm not very confident driving up to here and trying to spot him because I'm a 1-shot, he could come back from here and kill me. He could get away, just drive around the map basically, and win the game on the supremacy cap. He, however, doesn't manage to do that. Now he's gone unspotted. I'm not sure what he's doing. Looking for him here. Again, this is risky because he has better gun handling than me, and he could outpoke me, but he's up here. This is an interesting play by him. I get spotted, we get proxy detect each other. And so, I mean, I'm not about to just push out in front of him. I'm a 1-shot, especially if he fires HE. I'm not about to drive out in front of his gun. I'm just trying to see if he'll take some random shot and miss. He's not going to do it. Our KV3 says "gano," so I'm not sure what that means. Now he says no. So yeah, no, I'm not driving out. And right here, I start to notice something. And that's that this guy's pushed up. And there seems to be a gap between these 2 rocks. And I'm just wondering, you know, if I'm going to win this game, they're on 800 supremacy points. If I'm going to win this game, it's going to be by finding some shot into this guy's turret, finding some pixel hunt into this guy's turret that manages to splash him to death with HE. So I'm just looking for that. I'm willing to risk it at this point because even if he kills me, it's a lose-lose situation if I just wait, because I'm just going to run out on cap points. So it's worth me taking a risk to see if I can get the kill shot. And I see it. I see there is a gap. We hit the HE round. And that's the end of that game. He says what at the end. He wasn't quite sure about that gap. But so some creative use of game mechanics. Definitely an interesting end game against that FCM. He did some things really well. He also just failed to just run away. But a pretty well played game by him. We wound up with 4,890, which is a pretty significant sum of damage. Let's just check out, yeah, 1,082 to the Super Pershing, 1,005 to the Chieftain with 1 shot. Those HE rounds really doing some work for me. 760 as well to the T26. 8 shots, 8 hits, 8 pens. That's always nice. We copped the ace, which is a tough thing to get in the Borsig. I've done 4,800 and not gotten it before, but 4 kills, and I was spotting all this stuff myself, obviously, because that was a pretty close range game, and we get an ace, and that was a fun game, just with all that HE. It's always fun to play the Borsig every once in a while.